It's about 9:40 a.m. and we just finished doing 3 cases this morning. They're pretty interesting. Let's see, what did we do? We did some ear tubes, did some ear tube placement for some kids. And then we had 2 urology cases. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. All right, so it is about 1:30 p.m. and we finished our last 2 cases, and I'm on my way home. To do some studying. So, what were the last 2 cases that I did? They ended up being 2 laparoscopic bariatric procedures. So it's procedures called lap banding. So that is when you take this device and wrap it around the stomach. It's an adjustable device, so you can wrap it around the stomach and make it tighter or looser, and it essentially makes it so that you eat less because you feel full. You feel more full after eating. I got to go in with my preceptor and help provide anesthesia for both of those cases, and so that was pretty cool. Getting to see those and getting to learn about some of the concerns from an anesthesia standpoint for those 2 different procedures. Yeah, I'm not really sure what else to share. I got some more opportunities to practice loading up some of the drugs that we administer, and I'm definitely starting to get more comfortable loading up those drugs. And when my preceptor asked me, "Oh, can you load up 20 milliliters?" I don't know about milliliters. I'm not too sure on the dosages, but can you load up a syringe with a vial of this specific drug? I can say yeah, sure. And it's starting to become more of a going through the motions type of thing, rather than me having to stop and think okay, I need to make sure I'm doing this. I need to make sure that I go in this order. Oh, don't forget to put air in the syringe before I start to draw out the drug. Make sure that I shake this drug, because on the label it says to shake it before I load it up into the syringe. And so some of those things are starting to become more second nature, and I'm not having to think about them so much, which is nice. It makes me feel like I'm being more helpful and not so much of a burden. Because that's the thing. When you're a medical student, you sort of have to try and find the balance between being helpful and just, getting in everybody's way. Because as a student, obviously the OR team and the staff, they're used to functioning without you there. So now you are there trying to learn, and you have to think to yourself, okay, I don't want to get in the way. I don't want to make this harder on anybody, but at the same time, I want to learn, and I also want to be helpful when I can. And so with each day, I'm figuring out, what are some things that I can do to be more helpful without getting in people's way and making it more difficult for them to do their jobs. I'm also getting a little bit better at balancing studying while also learning while I'm in the OR as well. So throughout my first 2 years of medical school, I used this application called Anki that I'm pretty sure pretty much all pre-med students, most pre-med students and medical students know about by now, which is just a flashcard app to help you learn information. I used it during my first and second year, not too much, but I did use it for certain things. But I mainly use it on my computer. But now that I'm out on rotations and out, I'm not sitting at home or sitting in the library studying all day. I'm actually out, in the field getting some hands-on experience. I've decided to download the Anki web app for my iPhone because, also, if you guys haven't noticed, with me filming, you may have noticed that the sound quality is a little bit better and the video quality is a little bit better than it was on Monday. That's because now I got a new phone. On Tuesday, I switched from my old iPhone 7 to this new iPhone 11. I really like it so far, but I'm getting a little bit off topic, so I'm going to jump back to what I was talking about before, which was, Anki. So I've now finally downloaded the Anki web app for my iPhone, which was $25, well $24.99, but you got $25 to buy. But after getting everything synced up, making an account, syncing my cards between my computer and my phone, it's really nice. It's actually pretty nice being able to, find whenever I have a little bit of downtime in the OR to be able to just pull out my phone real quick when there's not a lot going on, be able to do 10, 15 flashcards real quick, and then get back to asking my preceptor questions or asking the surgeon questions, or learning something new. And then when I see, okay, I've got a little bit more downtime, I can pull back out my phone and start using that. I'm just now realizing this sounds like I'm like promoting Anki. I'm not being promoted by Anki. Anki is not paying me in any way to say any of these things. But it's just weird because I never thought to use the Anki mobile app. Even though I knew it existed, I never really thought to use it until now. Now I'm at the point where I don't have to sit in my room all day, or sit in the library or at a coffee shop all day and study / do Anki cards. Yeah, I kind of wish I'd had it all throughout medical school, but it's never too late to get started on something. So yeah, that's my 2 cents for the day. Thursday, 1:30. About to go home and do some studying, maybe go to the gym later, and I will catch you guys later. Good morning, you guys. Last day of the week. I was running a little late, but thankfully I hit every single green light on the way over here. So, like every single one. So that was pretty awesome. So at 6:30, so I'm no longer running late. Get in here, change, and we'll start this last day. All right, so it's about 9 a.m. right now. Just got out of our first case for the day, and it turns out we actually have an hour break in between this case and the next case. So we're just gonna, I think I'm about to do some studying, maybe eat a little snack. Yeah, because the next case doesn't start until around 10. So I've got at least to get like 45 minutes to do some studying and just hang out. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Also, I just rewatched the clip that I just took. I had no idea I had indentations all around from the N95 mask. Yeah, that mask is pretty tight, but it's all about patient safety. So I have no problem wearing it. Also, don't know if you guys noticed, but throughout this week, I've been wearing more of the, so what are they called? Or like the hairnet style caps for surgery. But I found these like scrub caps that you can tie, and I like those a lot better. So I started wearing that. So yeah, I wanted to point that out. Well, everyone, it's Friday, 1 p.m. and I finished my week. Finished my first week of rotations. It's been a really great week. I really enjoyed it. I'm trying to think what we did today. So today we only had 3 cases, so that was pretty nice. We got to do another spine case, so that was pretty cool. And then we did 2 vascular cases where they formed what's called a fistula, which is just like a connection, but it was an AV fistula for patients who are on dialysis. So, patients who have to go and get their blood filtered out because they have kidney problems. So they formed fistulas between an artery and a vein in the arm so that patients can go in and use that fistula as their dialysis port. And I never really understood why that happened, but I talked to the surgeon who was performing it, and he explained it to me, which is pretty nice. And he explained that in the arteries, you have a higher pressure system, and in the veins there's a lower pressure system. And normally when you do blood draws, you draw blood from the veins, but with dialysis you really need to get a lot of blood flowing out in order to filter out all of your blood. And that's why those fistulas are formed, so that way when you connect the artery and the vein, it increases the pressure and increases the blood flow through that venous access point. So that way you can get enough blood drawn out and filtered through the dialysis machine in a timely manner. But I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this week in the life of a medical student doing an anesthesiology rotation. It was a really fun rotation. Had a blast. Still got 3 more weeks left, and I'm really excited to learn more. I think I might do another video actually, documenting sort of how my progress has changed from this first week of doing the rotation to the last week, and seeing how much more I get to do and talking about that. So be on the lookout for that video. If you really did enjoy this video, I'd really appreciate it if you guys would go ahead and hit that like button. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm, everything like that. And if you want to see more, you want to see more of my progress through medical school, some more rotations, hear more advice, hear more things that I have to say, feel free to subscribe to the channel. I'd love to put out more content that you guys want to see. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.